Good morning. Welcome. As we settle into the silence together today, I invite you now to close your eyes. Place your feet flat on the floor and tune into the rise and fall of your breath, slowing down. As you relax into this present moment, any worries or concerns melt away. Each breath fills your body and mind with a deep sense of peace. The peace of taking this time to remember your oneness with the divine, of tuning into your heart and resting now in that infinite space within, trusting in the divine within you, knowing it is always with you, and giving thanks for this time to dwell here now. As this sacred time in the silence comes to a close, we remain open, receptive, and thankful for the movement of the Divine Spirit. We welcome our church family into our celebration service. We know that divine grace and love greets and enfolds everyone here today, both inside and outside our building. We bless and are grateful for everyone serving today. And so it is. Amen.
understanding of the greater plan. In these walls I've seen the light of love, pure and divine, helps me remember who I really am. In every face it's clear, we're all God's children here, and it feels like home, it feels like home. I finally found a place where I belong. It feels like home, feels like home. A family that I can call my own. Feels like home. It's a place to share your burden. It's safe to shed a tear, to say a prayer and raise your voice in song, where every heart is honored and every path is too, and no one's here to judge you right or wrong. And there's no shame, no sin in this place where love begins. And it feels like home, it feels like home. I finally found a place where I belong. It feels like home, feels like home. A family that I can call my own. It feels like home.
Let's settle into our place of inner calm. Take a deep breath. Release. Breathe. Our breath is our flight. We float on its ebb and flow. Like eagles transcending gravity, we can soar. Our sky, our potential is within us. It is beyond our limited earthly vision, but our spirit knows. We have barely begun on this flight. There's so much more to explore, to feel, to grow into. Breathe. Breathe into your source. Feel it fill you. There is no end to our strength, our joy, our onward journey, because we are part of infinity. Limited only by our temporary humanness, even here we can take flight. Our inner wings are learning to unfold each time we turn to Spirit for our support. Breathe and see yourself flying over treetops, out over the sound and all the beauty around us. High up, the details of our lives seem less important, smaller, like toy villages. We join with expansive spirit. We are unfettered, and we fly with our breath, our life force. Perhaps this is our untapped superpower, this inner ability to fly. Perhaps we are really free of our limitations if only we stop believing in them. Perhaps it is worth our while to find out. Fly, beautiful souls, fly. And so it is. Amen.
Feels like home. It feels like home. It feels like home. A family that I can call my own. It feels like home. It feels like home. I finally found a place where I belong. It feels like home. It feels like home. A family that I can call my own. Feels like home. Good morning. Welcome, Unity in Lynnwood. Please join me as we welcome our youth today. We thank you for your love. We thank you for your kindness. We see the light within you. Cherish your presence. We thank you for your love. We thank you for your kindness. We see the light within you. Cherish your presence. We thank you for your love. We thank you for your kindness. We see the light within you and cherish your presence. And so it is, and so it is in love.
Make room. We're making room. Everybody come on up. Good morning. Happy Youth Sunday. We have a crew today. Yeah. So I am going to just start by introducing Ollie Long, who has a bunch of announcements for you.
Good morning. So today is youth hospitality, and we also are having 2 egg hunts today. So we have one egg hunt today and then one next week as well. 2 next week. There's eventually going to be egg hunts sometime around this time of year. One is during service that the teens are facilitating for the youth, and one after service for the teens that Grace is setting up. Easter is next weekend, and there is rally from the 25th to the 27th. And that's all I got. What is rally, Stacy? I'm going to introduce Noah to explain what rally is.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Noah. Rally is a regional YOU event, so our teens. It's at Cispus this year. So at Cispus up in the mountains. It's a weekend retreat for all of our high schoolers for spiritual connection and growing and learning. It's a really great experience. I've gone to all of the rallies since 9th grade. There's been a lot. There's one a year. It's really fun. And what are the dates again? 25th through the 27th. So. At this rally, our youth person, Colin, will be running for regional officer. So that is where we will hopefully vote for him and elect him into that position.
I had a lot of time to prep them this morning, as you can tell. No, my fault. So the Easter egg hunts are next weekend on Easter Sunday. Grade school kids will be during the service, and the teens will be facilitating that egg hunt. It's a service project that we do for the UIL teens. And then after service, we'll do a teen egg hunt, which is outside and a lot of fun. So bring your families, bring, your neighbors. There's going to be a lot of eggs, and it will be super fun. So, and then please join us after the service, in hospitality, all of the love offerings go to the youth. We are actively getting money to send these kids to all kinds of camps. The biggest one is this summer, International YOU at Unity Village. We have a lot of kids that really want to go because Noah here will be facilitating the entire thing. So we have pretty much all the kids would like to go, and it's going to be an expense, so we are fundraising. So please come see us after the service, and they're also going to be there to help you technology-wise, tech wizards right here. And if you want to get on Breeze, I suggest it's an awesome thing to do. So come visit us, come say hello, and meet the teens. And now I am going to bring up Zephyr, who has a reading to begin your service this morning.
Hello. This is a poem titled Try to Be Like Them by Rumi. Try to be like them, those who bloom where they are planted. They don't complain about the dirt or ask for a different sky. They open even in shadow. They bend but do not break. They trust the sun even when it hides. Be like the tree that stretched upward, not knowing if spring will come, still it sends out green. Be like the river that flows, not because it knows the ocean, but because it trusts its own current. There is a strength inside you that you didn't plant. By the one who shaped the stars, let it rise now. You were born to walk hard roads with soft feet, to speak truth in a quiet voice, to bloom not because it's easy, but because it's time. Thank you.
We thank you for your love. We thank you for your kindness. We see the light within you and cherish your presence. We thank you for your love. We thank you for your kindness. We see the light within you and cherish your presence. And so it is. So it is in love. Please stand as you're able and greet your neighbor. Maybe learn a new name or two. I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Spirit of God discloses, and it walks with me and it talks with me and tells me I am its own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. It speaks and the sound of its voice is so sweet. The birds hush their singing and the melody that it gave to me within my heart is ringing, and it walks with me and it talks with me and tells me I am its own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. For the sing-along today, we're going to do One Power. So if you know it, please sing along. One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, yet we see it everywhere in everything. One power indescribable, yet we speak of it in every word we say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem, or Heaven's Door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth, or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of the Lord in you and me. One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. It's the moment of creation, it's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness, it's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration, it's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations, it's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon for its love that is most deep. It's one power, one power, one power. Let's sing together. It's one power, one power, one power. It's one power, one power, one power. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Kelly.
Beautiful.
Good morning, and welcome to Unity in Lynnwood. My name's Sally West, and it's my pleasure to serve as your platform host this morning. It's great to see all of you here in person and to feel the presence of those of you online. You know, when guests arrive at our home, we may say, please come in and make yourself at home. Feeling at home, to me, means feeling accepted as I am, not having to put on any pretense, feeling relaxed and at ease. This is the welcome that we offer here, to be yourself without any requirement to fit. We celebrate all cultures, genders, sexual orientations, and family structures. We honor all spiritual traditions, seeing a unifying truth in all paths to higher ways of living and being. We respect those from no spiritual or religious tradition at all, recognizing the shared humanity of all individuals. Unity is an open-hearted community of open-minded seekers. We make no exclusive claim to truth. Rather, we take joy in resonating with truth from the diversity of human experience and insight. If you want set, fixed answers, this may not be your perfect place. But if you love to grow, to be inspired and challenged to expand your life journey, we hope you find yourself right at home. Thank you.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise
Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. So beautiful. Masterful. Gosh. I sing so good when she's singing. Do you? I just lip sing it. That's right. Well, good morning. Gosh, we're very lopsided. What happened here? Let's go grab some people off the street. Happy that you're here. Thank you for being here. This is Palm Sunday, and it's a blessing to be with you. And I know where you are. You're out in the sunshine playing, right? The Pacific Northwesterners. You know where God is everywhere present? So no matter where we are, God is. And you can watch this service later, so perhaps you are. So I want to welcome those who are online. There's 30 people online today. Wow, that's where they are. Oh, there's John from Uganda. Hello, John. There's Kelly from Port Angeles. Dallery from, say it for me. Mukilteo. Only 5 years, and I still can't say some of these. Ursula from Cocoa, Florida. Lori from Lynnwood. Tammy from Lynnwood. Francis from Lynnwood. And Deb from South Jersey. All right, welcome. So the camera today is on the other side. So everybody look over this side. And let's welcome our beautiful people. Let's say, we are grateful for you. We see who you are. A spirit of the living Christ presence. Good morning. Thank you. Beautiful. So each Sunday we celebrate together, and we celebrate the reason we gather. Our mission is a simple one. We practice spirituality, practical spirituality, and a welcoming community. So it is my joy to welcome you, and I'm guessing that each of you felt that welcome through Sally and through the welcome hosts as you entered in through these doors. And then as you become familiar and become part of our family, you become the welcoming team as well. So everyone gets to participate in that just by seeing the Christ or the divine or the Buddha nature in one another. That's our work together. So that welcoming goes beyond words. It's a recognition of one another, yes? Yes, a recognition. So our value statement today is we welcome all people from all geographies, all spiritual traditions, and from no spiritual traditions whatsoever into every activity of our community. Very demonstrated today. And our invocation, let's do this together. Though imaged and named variously, there is a singular and eternal ground of being from which all life emanates and into which all life retreats. We choose to call this ground of being God. By extension, we come to understand that we are spiritual in nature, human in expression, and limitless in potential. We gather today to remember such truths, to celebrate our unity, and to honor all life. And so it is. So we are continuing with our In the Garden series. Some of you, most of you got this beautiful Advent booklet that Unity Worldwide put out. And so we've been doing a series of talks based on that. And thank you. Great. So this is our Lenten series. This is week 5, the blooming. Anybody feel like they're blooming? Come on. especially today, we know the sun is out. I mean, to tell you, I am so excited because tomorrow I am planting my vegetable garden. It is so much fun. It's a small 2 4x4 square feet gardens, but just know that that's where I will be, just in my heaven, right? Me, the worms, the soil, the birds, and nobody gets to talk to me. That's sort of my time, yeah. So here we are today, blooming, awakening to the resurrection life. And our affirmation, let's see if I can grab it. I think I'm supposed to go up. You're doing it and I'm doing it. Is that what's going on? Okay. Thanks, Cameron. All right, so let's begin with this affirmation together. In the garden of life, I walk with faith and open-hearted courage. I trust the path even when I cannot see it. I welcome the blooming of my soul. So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about the blooming of our soul. This is Palm Sunday, and so this is the Holy Week that many people celebrate, the week that Jesus rode into the city of Jerusalem on his donkey, and he knew that it was his divine calling. He didn't run away, he didn't delay, he didn't make excuses. He rode straight into Jerusalem, knowing what lied ahead for him. It wasn't about comfort, it was a conscious choice that he made. So today we're inviting each of us to take that walk, to walk our own sacred Jerusalem this week. Not in fear, but in faith. Not with armor, but in open-hearted courage. So I have a t-shirt. Did I do it wrong? Thank you. I just ask you to do it. That's what I'll do. And it says, into the garden I go to lose my mind and find my soul. I just love that because really that's the truth of what happens when we're doing something that we love, that we bring so much love and joy to, no matter what that is for you, is that we lose the thinking mind. We lose the judgments, the criticism, the what ifs, the oh my God voice. And we move into a state of grace, a state of beauty, a state of connection with all of life. So the garden is not just a place, it's a state of being. It's that quiet, holy space where we go to let go of fear, to let go of striving, to let go of not enoughness. And we lose our mind, that's the limiting thinking, the scarcity, the stories of unworthiness. We let go of the fear of being our authentic selves. We find our souls. We're rooted in this peace, no matter what your garden looks like. This is us retreating for a while, as Jesus, our way shower, taught us. And so we want to get into the garden, but it's not always easy to get there. We have to sort of let go of some things, and we have to believe that we're enough. We have to let go of needing certainty. We have to let go of fear. We have to let go of identifying as a sense of a separate self and enter into the oneness of life. Let go of this human doing and enter into the spiritual being. That you and I are here. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. But first and foremost, we're spiritual. So we want to remember the correct identity, and this is what Jesus is also teaching us in this Easter experience, the identity of who we are as divine beings. So it is the release that allows us to enter into this resurrection life experience. And sometimes letting go can feel like dying. And in a way, that's sort of what we're doing when we resurrect. We're letting go of the egoic sense of a separate self. We're letting go of a false identity. We're letting go of how it should have been. And so Easter is a lot about the hero's journey. The hero's journey, there's a sacred story in every one of us, but in all of mythology. And it follows this path. It starts with the call, the resistance, a threshold, a struggle, a transformation, and a return. So let's start with Jesus. So on Palm Sunday, Jesus rides into Jerusalem, not on a war horse, but on a gentle donkey. Not with a sword, but with the surrender. So the crowds are waving palms and cheering, and he knows that comfort and praise will not last, that it's only a moment. But he says yes to this path, yes to this journey. He walks forward even into this betrayal, this loss, this death that we see, and ultimately into the resurrection. Why? Because that was what his soul's purpose was. He says, I came that you may have life and have it more abundantly. I didn't come to be a sacrifice. I came to show you what life is. It's not the body. And this is our moment in time every year to remind us. But throughout the year, we have this human experience. And as we age, sometimes that becomes very evident. It's not working the same. And so he showed us not to avoid suffering, but to transform through it. So it's a spiritual invitation for us all. And so the people in that time, they actually wanted a king of power. They wanted someone to rule over. They wanted a king for war, but they got a king of peace. They wanted an external change, but Jesus offered an internal transformation. And they were crying out for someone to fix the world. Change it. Fix it. But Jesus offered a new way of being in the world. That's our work, is to be the Christ. And in Unity, that's what we teach. The second coming is, you're it. Right? We are the incarnate of God. And so they were crying out for someone to fix the world. And isn't it still the tension we feel today? We want quick solutions. We want strong leaders to fix what's broken. We want certainty and justice and power over. But the Christed way is different. It's full of compassion and empathy and understanding and acceptance. So Jesus' journey wasn't about ruling over others. It was about showing the power of rising from within, of taking these truths and these principles and being that in the world, of claiming our divinity, of identifying as that. Christ in you, your hope and glory. These things I do, you shall do also. So we don't see Jesus as the exception. We see him as an example, as a way forward. And so the crowds wanted a king who would lift them up through power, but Jesus came to lift them up through presence, through love, through compassion, through consciousness. That's how Spirit works, not through domination, but through transformation. Another hero's journey, there's so many, Harry Potter. How many of you got to watch or read about Harry Potter? Yeah. At the beginning of the story, he's living under the stairway, remember, in this tiny little room? He's unseen, unloved, uncared for. His aunt and uncle do everything possible to keep him small, silent, and unaware of who he truly is. Sort of like the world we think. They know that he was born to be a wizard with these amazing powers, but they're afraid to allow that to be expressed. And so we can't help, though, to express who we truly are. And Spirit will keep nudging us with 1,000 letters. Remember the owls that brought all the letters to him? You're going to Hogwarts. And all of the messages that said, you are a wizard. You are divine. That's the message God keeps sending to us, yes? You are divine. You are the Christ incarnate. But he can't see it yet. So he has to go through all these struggles and notice that there is something in him that is more powerful than his human self. And he becomes more and more who he truly is. And we celebrate that, don't we? Yes, he's discovering. Just like you and I are discovering more and more of our divinity as we do our spiritual practices. And so I remember a time for me, my hero's journey. I remember Larry and I, my husband, we went to ministerial school. We did ministry together for several years. And then it was evident that I needed to go off on my own and do ministry to support our family and to support the ministry that we were sharing. And I have to say that that was one of the most challenging times for me, because I saw myself, doing ministry with Larry, but I couldn't quite get the vision on my own. What? So the soul creates these life experiences to sort of nudge us out of the nest. Yes? Really? But I was so comfortable. It felt so right. And I remember I had to face that separation, and I needed this. There was a sense of disorientation, a sense of uncertainty, and I felt vulnerable. So anytime we're on this journey, and you're on this journey because you're in a body of the hero's journey of becoming, there are moments when life is comfortable and we're just singing along, and then all of a sudden it changes. Have you noticed? And it's not always welcomed, right? But it's part of the soul. The soul hears, we hear the whisper of the soul. It says, come forth. There's something in you that needs to blossom in a whole different way. Sometimes we go kicking and screaming, right? No matter how we go, we know that it is our journey, not a journey to comfort, but a journey of becoming who we've come here to be. And so there's a beautiful card that we created for you today that you should have received. This is about Holy Week. This is about us stepping into our greatness. Oh, sorry. There. So the first line here is, I enter my Jerusalem with faith and open-hearted courage. Will you say that with me? I enter my Jerusalem with faith and open-hearted courage. I am blooming into resurrection life. I am blooming into resurrection life. I am one with the one. I am one with the one. I am the light I have been waiting for. I am the light that I have been waiting for. And so to enter Jerusalem is the story of Palm Sunday. Jesus knowingly walks in towards this ministry, towards celebration and suffering, with praise and betrayal, with life and death. He doesn't turn away when it's hard. He doesn't shrink back in fear. He rides forward, grounded in purpose, trusting the divine presence within him and around him. But he's enjoying the high fives and palms, right? As he's going down, they put the palm branches down. And Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. And so when you say, I enter my Jerusalem, you're saying I'm walking towards my becoming. I'm walking forward, even when I know the path may be uncertain, even though it might be a challenge, even though I feel vulnerable. I will not run from this moment that asks more of me. I will not hide from what is mine to face. And so you may be entering into Jerusalem if maybe you're having a hard conversation that you've been avoiding. You may be entering your Jerusalem if you're maybe have received a diagnosis and you're walking through an illness. You may be entering your Jerusalem if you're walking through grief or change or letting go of something you loved. You may be entering your Jerusalem if you're saying yes to a calling that stretches you. At one time it was a good idea, right? Until it's there. Or maybe you're holding hope in a world that feels broken. You know, we speak about the hero's journey, and as we reflect on Jesus entering into Jerusalem with open-hearted courage, we want to sort of also stand in our own truth of knowing that right now, it's not that easy to be in the world. We're living in a time when much of what we value, there's truth or integrity and justice, even basic respect for human dignity is being challenged right now. There's a kind of spiritual lawlessness rising in our world, and we're forgetting our sacred humanity, our shared humanity. And it would be so easy to turn away, to numb out, to stay silent, but we're not here for comfort. We're here for spiritual awakening, to be the expression of love, of peace. And so we must ask ourselves, what do we need to become to be the presence of truth, of justice, of equity, of radical welcome in a world that's moving away from these values? How do we live our oneness when the illusion of separation seems so loud? Will we root ourselves in principle? I enter my Jerusalem with faith and open-hearted courage. That's our mission this week. And to enter with faith means trusting that even if you don't know what's on the other side, Spirit goes before you. That your soul is strong enough and God's grace is sufficient. Faith says, I don't need to have all the answers. I just need only to take the next loving step. To enter with open-hearted courage means not just pushing through with grit. It means staying soft while doing so. It means keeping your heart open even when it feels uncertain or painful. It means loving anyway. Hello? Is that you, God? He's come to save us. Come down, save us. He's sending the boat. So you and I are here not to armor up, but to open our hearts, to be that presence of peace, to be that presence of love and compassion and empathy. Even if leaders don't feel that that's our greatest qualities, you and I know. That's what we came here to be. So what I want you to know is you're not walking alone. There's a Christ Spirit in you. There's a spark of divinity in you. Let's lean into that, right? Because I have myself cannot do this. I have myself, the separate sense of a self like an ego or the human self cannot do this. I cannot be identified as that one. I have to awaken. I have to shift into recognizing this spirit of life is me. And I am expressing as it. And so we walk this path awake, aware, and alive. I will be a mirror of the Christ presence, no matter what is expressing, right? Yes. So Jerusalem is not a city, it's our next becoming. It's where the soul wants to lead us. It's the new chapter. It's that hard conversation. It's that new role you have committed to. But it's not easy, but it is sacred. It's a calling that you and I have made. But we're not alone. We have each other. And this power that Kelly sang about, this one presence, that's what we want to call forth. That's what wants to bloom. in us is that divine, to be completely aligned. So Easter, we're going to celebrate with a cross, which is sort of uncommon in unity. But we're going to talk about the cross in a whole new way, about being that balanced presence here on earth. And so this presence lives in you. And I want to end with Rumi. Is that it? Yeah. The poem that Zephyr read. You were born to walk the hard roads with soft feet, to speak with truth, with a quiet voice, to bloom not because it's easy, but because it's time. So let's pray. Join me as we close the outer eye. As we take this holy breath, as we stand on the edge of this holy week, we walk into this sacred becoming. Not with fear, but with love. Not with anger, but with peace. We walk with awareness that the Christ Spirit is in us. And we trust that even in the struggle, resurrection is already blooming beneath the surface. It's already beginning. And so may your heart stay open. Your courage stay kind. May your soul stay rooted in knowing that you are the one who has been called. You are the resurrection and the life. You were born to bloom. And the Spirit of love will raise you up to be more than you can be.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong
Thank you, Kelly, and thank you, Reverend Denise, for helping us to fly this morning. Yes. So this is the point in the service where we offer opportunities for giving, and we suggest that giving and receiving allows us to cooperate with the reciprocal nature of the spiritual universe. In other words, while your giving matters to us, clearly, we suggest that it also matters to you. Electronic giving options are now on the screen. For those choosing to give a physical gift, the ushers will gratefully pass baskets. If you would like information about UIL's program of regular giving, planned giving, or legacy giving, please take a Giver's Circle brochure or write the Board of Trustees directly. For those already participating, we extend a special thanks. And now please join me in our affirmation as it appears on the screen. I give freely and fearlessly, fulfilling the law of giving and receiving.
All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love in sweet surrender, in sweet surrender. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love. All that I am, I offer at the altar of love in sweet surrender, in sweet surrender, in sweet surrender.
At this point, I'd like to see if is there anybody here for the first time? If you're comfortable to raise your hand, you can. I don't know if there is. Perhaps not today. We do have, if you haven't had these yet, the Daily Word, undated copy of the Daily Word I can give out at the back, where I will be after service for a few seconds. And I would point out the chairback resources in front of you if you need to update your contact information. That might be for people who are older with us. Invitations. Well, the youth already talked about the Easter egg hunts. So just to reiterate briefly, next week, Easter Sunday, there'll be one during service for young kids and then one for the teens right after. The week after, Sunday, April 27th at 12:30, we have a town hall. And please join us for an important meeting where we'll continue our discussion of the Minster search and explore the direction that we want to take as a community. Your point of view matters, and so attending these town halls is really important. Next, I'd like to point out this beautiful, stunning garden just in front of me, made by Reverend Denise, and it is offered as for a donation for the church of $65 if anybody would like to take it home. It's really beautiful. Thank you. Your gardening shows here every week. Yeah. Finally, explore the power of Breeze. Stop by Friendship Hall today where the UIL teens are ready to help you download the Breeze app and get registered. Breeze is your ultimate tool for staying connected. With Breeze, you can track donations, register and pay for events, receive text reminders and communications, view volunteer schedules, check into services and events, track attendance, and donate with just one click. Get started today and stay tuned for even more tutorials to help you explore everything Breeze has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Sally. Yes, you took us flying too in your opening prayer. That was so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. So beautiful. Lovely having you each Sunday here. We're so grateful. So we end with our statement of faith each week, which is there's one presence and one power. So let's say this together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the infinite, living, loving presence of God. And so this means that God is the ultimate reality and source of all that is. And this is a non-dual idea that there's only one thing going on. So let's keep that in our hearts, and God is everywhere present. So we also have prayer chaplains in service every Sunday here to open our service with a meditation, and then after our service offer one-on-one prayers. So would our chaplains please stand today that are here in service? They usually wear a stole. Oh, Amanda. Okay. So Amanda is playing double duty, and she's taking all the money you gave and counting that, and she'll be back. She'll be up here after service to support you in a prayerful way, whether that's a celebration of life or a challenge you might be going through. You online, we also offer that service to you. If you'll leave us a phone number at the email suggested on the screen, then we'll get back to you in 24 hours. A prayer chaplain will call you. So don't leave without your prayer today. And Dana, you're also on duty? Okay, always? Everywhere present Dana is. That's right. The purple stoles, you'll recognize them. So please join us in prayer. So let us do our benediction.
May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on.
So have a beautiful Holy Week. Please join us in the fellowship hall with our teens. God bless you. Thank you for being here today.